Good morning. I'm so tired. The dreams I remember the first dream I had was I met this girl through a photograph. And because dream logic, it completely made sense to see a photograph of myself with this person I didn't know and never seen before, and then somehow make contact with her in real life and end up together at this party or gathering and make friends with her. And at this party, it was like this. I don't know if it was in everybody's head or it was just this floating hologram, but there was this message board and everyone was commenting on the picture. They were also talking amongst themselves, but they were commenting on it. And I was writing on this piece of paper, and the comment was then showing up on this like Facebook like message board, and it was really weird. And we were it was a really goofy picture. She was doing some weird, like, she was like humping a chair or something, and then I was pretending to give this giant zucchini a blowjob. I don't know. It was really weird. I don't know. And then I also took some jumping pictures of her, and she was very, very fit. She was really obsessed with like lifting weights and fitness and also being tan. She was really obsessed with tanner, but she was like kind of a goth girl, which it didn't really make sense because she had all these tanning lotion products but was still really pale. I don't know. Oh. And we met this one guy that made some rude comments, and so we just roasted the shit out of him, and it was hilarious. And then I remember being in her room, and it really looked like a teenager's room. And I remember thinking that, like, wow, you have a messy ass room, and it's very like, looks like one of my friends' room from back in the day when we were like 16 or something. And she kept looking in the mirror, like doing this kind of thing, and then she'd like check her collection of self tanners. She'd lift up her shirt, and then she'd like do this more and do this, and like she was flexing a lot, and she was obsessed with looking in the mirror, and it was hard to have a conversation with her because she kept looking in the mirror. um oh, and going backwards, okay, I'm remembering more of this dream. Before that party with the message board, we were sitting in my childhood home in a car bird watching, and she really, really liked black pigeons. And by black pigeons, I mean an owl that was black that also looked like a pigeon. It was they were actually really cool looking, and I have no idea why I saw a black pigeon owl. And it wasn't like all black. It was like, imagine the pigeon pattern only over black feathers instead of being like the gray and striped and iridescent on white and gray. It was all of that over black. It was super goth pigeon. That might be why I dreamed of it, because I hear the mourning doves right now, which are pigeons pretty much. So, huh. Anyway, we did bird watching, and then I told her I'm really obsessed with ravens, which I'm not, but they are pretty cool. So I guess I'll look up owls, pigeons, and ravens and see what kind of spiritual message those kind of birds offer. That was pretty much that dream in a nutshell. We went out to eat at one point in this dream, and I remember racing her to the car. I beat her. However, I was running so fast that it was like slippery and icy out. When I got to our big black Suburban, I skidded out and fell on my butt, and then she laughed at me and I laughed, and it was hilarious. But it did hurt my butt. What were my other dreams? The only other dream I remember is this this neighborhood that looked like it was built in the 60s, maybe like late 50s, really early 60s, like just when they were starting to make those big cookie cutter neighborhoods, when that was like a big thing for the first time in America. So it was one of those neighborhoods, but it was set in present time, and my parents lived there, I guess, and it was it was wet out and it was kind of dusky, and for some reason, like, I wasn't wearing any clothes, and it was totally normal and totally comfortable, and I was hanging out with my parents, and then my mom went to go do something else, and my dad and I were hanging out in the garage, and we were on these like computer desk chairs with wheels on them, and we were wheeling about everywhere. And then there was like this river in the driveway, and then it made this, it was like a really deep pool in the garage, and the garage had nothing in it except for probably 3.5 or 4 feet of water. It was enough that we were sitting in our low chairs and the water came up to here, and it was warm and cozy and very, very pleasant. I don't know. Um, and then the dream skipped, and there was no water in the garage, and I was wearing clothes, and I was like, "It's beginning to snow. Hey, Dad, look, it's starting to snow." And he's like, "That's not snow. Those are sunflower seeds." And I'm like, "No, really, those are it's totally snowing." He's like, "No, those are blossom fuzzies." And I'm like, "What? Dad, that's snow. It's melting." And it was really funny. It was weird. And so it snowed and snowed and collected probably 2 inches on the ground. And then I was like, "Hey, Dad, watch this. Want to see me fly?" And so I just kind of leaned forward, spread my arms out for leverage, and picked my feet up and flew around. It was really, really, really fun. Um, it felt great. And I was thinking, it's so cool that I can fly in real life and not just my dreams. And then there were some neighborhood kids that came around, and I said, "Hey, kids, want to see something cool? Want to watch me fly?" And they're like, "What?" And so I flew around them like Peter Pan, like Lizzie Pan. That was neat. And oh, I remember another dream I had. I had a dream. This guy I met on Instagram, who is a flute artist. He makes really unique. Oh gosh, George Carlin's coming into my head now. There's no such thing as really unique. It's either unique or it's not. You can't be really unique or extra unique. You can only just be unique. Sorry. So he's a unique person who makes unique flutes. And him, him and I went to a party, and then I spent the night at his house. And again, this was a naked dream. I was walking around mostly naked, and then I got cold, so I have a big leopard print cozy bathrobe that's made out of like terry cloth material. It's super awesome. And I was walking around without it tied on. I've just on my shoulders, just open robe, just and it was totally normal. And oh, I got hiccups. Sorry, hiccup. So we were just talking about the party, talking about breakfast, talking like just whatever. And then his roommate, who happened to be, gosh, I can't think of his name. He's the short, bald comedian with the funny voice and the lisp that's in, he's the bad guy in, um, ugh, Princess, damn it. Ah, Farm Boy. I know, and anyone that knows that movie will know what I'm talking about now. Had Andre the Giant in it. It's just too early. My brain's going. Princess Bride. There it is. It had the bad guy, or one of the bad guys from Princess Bride in it, and he was his roommate. But for some reason, he was like very, very, very round, like actually round. And he was like, "Hey, you guys," and then my friend was like, "Dude, no, just chill. We're friends." But we did like have platonic cuddles, and we ate pancakes. And that is the second time I had pancakes, or the first time, but I had pancakes twice in my dreams last night or this morning. That reminds me of the other dream I had. And this one was the closest to waking up. I had a dream that I was in this bed and I woke up and my friend Preston came in and he had a fabulous robe on and the biggest eyelashes I've ever seen. And he comes in, he saunters in, and he lays down next to me and props his head in his hand and he's like, "So, blah, 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 blah." I don't remember what he's talking about, but he was very like, it was really cute. And we do a podcast together. It's called Cosmic Raccoons. So if you look up Cosmic Raccoons on YouTube, you'll see the person I'm talking about. And and I was just like, "How the heck did you get here?" But okay, whatever. And then my mom appeared and she had pancakes. She made this triple stack of pancakes. It was this pancake sandwich, and she made orange buttercream frosting, and there was a thick stack of frosting between each pancake. It was really good. And she tore off a piece, gave it to me, and then I tore off a piece and fed it to Preston. And I was like, "Oh, this is so good." And then she came in again, but this time her pancake sandwich had pickles in it. I don't know why. I think they were even like deep fried pickles too. I'm like, "Mom, why did you put pickles on the pancake sandwich?" And she's like, "I don't know, it just sounded good." And I'm like, "Okay." And so I was like opening the pancake sandwich and picking the pickles out. And then for I don't know why, I was like, yum, 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 pickles. I can eat them separately, but not together. I don't know. And then I was awakened by my alarm. So those are my dreams. Super random, really fun, really relaxing, not scary. So that was good. And usually when I dream about my parents, I have stress dreams. Something has gone wrong, we don't get along, we're having a fight, or I want to fucking kill them, or something is happening that's negative. So it was very interesting to have such an amicable interaction, and also for me to be naked in water in front of them and be like, "Yeah, that's me, fucking deal with it," and things to be calm and for me to feel like I was accepted as I am. So, huh, huh. All right, pretty cool. So that's it. And find me on Instagram at beneath the roses and tell me your dreams. And I'll see you later.